Pause. It's time for the video game podcast where the Konami code is alive and well. The console wars don't exist. Rings are just as valuable as coins. Pots are not safe from swords. Giant robots kick ass. And fireballs are a perfectly acceptable weapon in a fist fight. That's right, it's time for the Super Gamer Bros Podcast Ultra Hyper Alpha Super EX Double Impact Plus A Live. Settle in and let's get to gaming.
Hey everyone, welcome to this.
Welcome to back fan service. Wait.
We're not on fan service, bitch. You're trying to confuse me.
It's Pocky's turn to fail at introducing us.
No, because Pocky's actually introduced us before, not like you who just wanted to cut in last episode.
Hey, I was just talking. You're the one who decided to put me on the spot. I'm good with
Hell
that.
yeah, you want to talk during the intro? You're going to be put on the spot.
Do it at any time.
Anyways, welcome to today's episode of Super Gamer Bros. We spent the week looking at console exclusives, and today we want to talk about just a little fun topic to wrap up the week is remembering back in the day when the old systems always had a pack-in game. Whether you knew it or not, like the Master System had secret games on it, and you know the Genesis, the Super Nintendo, they came with games, and that's not a practice that's really done much anymore. Like you'll see the hey, buy a system here, get these games for free, but that's like a retail thing. That's not a hey, we just love you for buying our game. I mean, our system, here's a game to have with it. So today we just want to talk about that, like some of our favorites and why we think it's gonna win. I don't know about you, but I miss it because consoles are really expensive these days. But before we get into that, I'm one of your fun hosts, Slayton. You find me on Xbox all the time, and today I'm joined by Cassandra.
Heyo, you can find me at Neo Nerdlane on Xbox or Pocky's T on TikTok.
I like how I went Cassandra.
Cassandra?
I don't know where they came from. And
Are you
back
happy I
from
don't
selling
spend his fortune?
fries at the counter, we have Cynic.
Well, I refuse to do my best Shaggy impression, so I'm Cynic, and you can find me on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation 4, all that good stuff. I'll probably fight you, and we'll see how it goes. I might not win. No.
You will lose. I've seen him fight.
It depends.
He's talking about fighting games, by the way.
Depends-
We're not talking
depends
about
on the-
go find Cynic and beat him up.
Depends on the game now. Now, let's not hype me up too much, but I know you know
get
how it
all
would
the
go.
hype.
I do get. I am
I know what the fuck this is, y'all.
I am the hype. Let me say it in my hypest voice.
I am the hype.
Good.
Oh.
No.
I am the hype, bro. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like he's totally the hype, y'all. You just don't know.
You don't even know.
Like Shaw.
Yeah. You
No,
don't
no,
even
you-
know until
no,
you've
no.
played Puzzle Fighter with me. So Gavin doesn't know, and he doesn't want to know.
No, the best way to do it is, God damn it, woman, I am the hype.
Vegeta
I like
style.
how we were all nice about it, and Cassandra's all abusive spouse about it. God damn it, you're going to be the hype.
Damn it, I am the hype.
That was one of Dragon Ball abridged Vegeta's best lines.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
You believe your own hype? Damn it, woman, I am the hype.
Do you
All right,
believe
so-
your own hype? I am the hype. Yeah. Good stuff.
Back in the days, like, do we all remember back in the days when you got a game with the system packed in?
No, because I'm now collecting Medicaid, apparently, according to you.
This really sounds like how the first episode should have started.
Yeah, really, it does.
Because you're not collecting Medicaid. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, because I am collecting Medicaid, according to you.
Did I say anything about you collecting Medicaid? I didn't say you were old. Well, actually, it has been a really long time since they packed a game in with the system. So, yeah, sorry, we're really old.
Better segue. Do you remember not being old
Yeah, do you remember not being old?
and how stuff
Yes,
was
it
cool?
bothers me every fucking day.
You didn't know any better, but maybe
Yeah.
they did.
So I do, and I know when they stopped. So I can point to when they stopped.
What was the last one that came with the pack-in? Was it PlayStation 1?
Yes, sort of.
What did they pack with the PlayStation 1?
They packed PlayStation Underground or PlayStation Demo Disc. It had 8 games on it.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah,
I used
One
to
of them
love
was
those.
One of them was Resident Evil.
I remember that.
One of them was Bloody Roar at one point.
Yes.
See, here's what I don't understand. Like, especially today, you're paying so much money for a console, you may as well throw in something with it. Like,
Yeah.
it's like selling, you know, what's like, we go to the store and buy all the pieces individually. It's like selling a car but not getting the engine. You know,
Uh,
it's one of those things I don't understand, and I
well,
really do miss. And like El Guapo put notes about, the newest consoles have like those deals at retail. It's not really the same thing because those are just limited time deals. Like
I was
any
gonna
day.
I was gonna ask you to go ahead and elaborate that for me because I know there are some packs that will sell a system, but they never. A lot of them aren't exclusive.
It's usually Black Friday, Christmas time. You'll
Yeah,
always see, hey, buy the Xbox, you get like Call of Duty for free.
couple games
It's
for free.
because they're trying to move the console sales at the holiday. And that's why
Yeah,
they do it. But back
yeah.
in the day, you could
My
go pick up a
Xbox.
Genesis
Yeah,
and it
my
came
X.
with Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah, I mean, I experienced both those things because I did buy my Xbox One on Black Friday, and it came with a Assassin's Creed, I think Black Flag, and or was it Unity? All I know is on the box, and the game was actually printed on the box and everything. So obviously, this was planned. It wasn't like it was a special deal with the retailer, and they just gave you the game or whatever. But I think what when it comes to a console exclusively coming with a game, that's gone, dead and gone.
I don't think it is now. Because when you buy a new Xbox, you get like a gift card for like 3 months of the Ultimate, which includes Games Pass. So it
Yeah,
technically comes with games.
I mean, technically, it comes with a gift card, which is the best kind of gift, I guess, but it's still not an exclusive game that you're going to have printed on that box when you buy it.
Yeah, but I feel at least that's trying to address the, hey, here's a console, but you can't afford a game, so you're just going to sit here for a little while. Um, and I also think the age of digital games has kind of eliminated the whole pack-in game because, now that I think about it a whole lot, Games Pass really is an answer for that.
Oh, it
Because day
definitely
one,
has.
you look in, there's games you can play, just like
Yep,
that.
right away.
well, Sony does their thing. They have their Play Pass or whatever they're calling it. They
Yeah,
also
but
have. I
do
think they
they
have.
give
I think they
you
have.
like months of that when you buy a system?
Yeah, I think the last I heard was like they come with like either the Play Pass or the PS Gold, whatever their monthly subscription service is,
Uh-huh.
which gives you a game a month for like one or two games a month for free. And right now they've like particularly with the PS5, they've been giving out a lot of free games.
They have. They've been giving away really good ones. Like the Xbox has kind of been dragging on their free games of the month, but it's because they're putting so much into Games Pass.
I think one thing that I have kind of noticed is that, like, I remember when Xbox came out, and it didn't come out with Halo at release, but it has its own, release Xbox. Same with Gears; they had their own special Gears of War release box and stuff that came with the game, and it came with like a red Xbox and controller and all that good stuff. I mean, some of those special packages they're great and all, but it's like you mentioned, when you got a Sega Genesis back in the day, it had Sonic 2. It just did.
Yeah,
Same,
didn't matter what time of the year it was.
yeah. Same with Super Mario World on
Yeah,
SNES. You bought the
was in
game,
the
you
Super
had it.
Nintendo system.
Same with
Mario,
NES. You
you
had
had
Duck
Mario.
Hunt. You had Duck Hunt / Mario for NES. Like, yeah. So, but yeah, that's gone for sure. What killed it dead? Mm.
I can tell you what killed that concept dead.
Well, you did mention that you knew this, so let's hear it. What's your research?
What killed it dead was simply there are too many genres. The idea of the reason you had Sonic, the reason you had Mario was because there were platformers, and that's what was predominantly on those systems. But what reason you had for Xbox? The reason that Sony on the PlayStation 1 had the demo disc is because they had a whole bunch of games you could try. So if it wasn't a game you wanted, like Jumpin' Jack Flash, that weird first-person shooter where you played a bunny, you didn't want to play that, but you didn't want to play Resident Evil or you wanted to play whatever it is, they would put those demo discs on. That's why they did that. It's because there's now too many people who love certain genres who won't play other genres because it's not their shtick. They're not into platformers. They're not into Metroidvanias. They're not into horror games. And so they don't want to package that because it's forcing someone to buy a game system in a game they don't want, which will deter them from buying your system. If you just give them, like you said, Games Pass or PlayStation Plus, then all of a sudden it's like, fine, play whatever you want, but as long as you own our stuff.
Yeah, you made a really good point to even think about. We have because back in the old days, you were very limited. with what you
Yeah.
could do. So it was all platformers, yeah. And now it's just this broad range of things. And we can talk about these demo discs. I love demo discs. I love getting the magazines and demo discs to try out new games. I thought it was just amazing. I'm sad that that's not really a thing anymore.
It's only really a thing on the Switch because they have games with demos, and you can just download a bunch of demos.
Which I love.
You
I've done a bunch of demos on the Switch.
Yeah, the demos, and I think one thing is that a lot of the big IPs that they are planning on selling the system aren't out yet. I think that a long time ago, there were games and contenders that you knew were supposed to be good, but would they be ready at launch? Like, it's especially bad with this current generation because what games were ready to go at launch? There weren't very many.
Yeah, everyone was banking on Halo Infinite, and that one just completely missed the time frame.
Missed it completely. Sony had. I mean, I think they had their chance, because they had Miles Morales was ready to go at launch, I think.
But they bungled that one up.
Oh, that's what I heard.
It was bad.
And the problem with the bundles is, and this is the bigger problem with all this, is the fact that now this current generation, part of the last generation, people are just buying hundreds of these systems up to sell on the market.
There's a huge market for those collectible systems.
I don't get it. What don't you get? Why don't you ever get collectors?
I understand collectors, but this is a really expensive hobby. Like, I have a friend who, a year ago, opened his closet to clean out and found 18 collectible PlayStations in there that he completely forgot he had. Right. I understand the collectors, I get it, but when things are really expensive, especially if you can't afford it, there's a whole different ballgame going on. Different ballgame.
Yeah, but if you can buy a system for $200 and sell it for $2,000.
Yeah, but you have to remember you have it, and then the video game collectible market has really exploded, and I understand it. I don't get it. Just like I don't really get esports. I don't. It is what it is. I get it. I respect it, but I don't understand it. That's not the right word. Anyways, you understand. Anyways. But the thing that really...
I think me and Cynic are just nodding our heads sure.
Yeah, so the thing that really gets me...
Esports and console exclusivity and the relationship between them is... Actually, I'm not sure where he's going with this one.
I lost my train of thought there, too.
I know where he's going. Where he's going is, I don't get how something could become a professional sports in a video game, and I don't get how people will scalp systems to sell for a lot of money because they know people with a lot of money will spend lots of money for those systems.
When it comes to the collector market, there's always speculation. Look at the Beanie Babies. I mean, you never really know. And I can understand, Beanie Babies are cheap enough, but buying a $300, $300 consoles, that's $1,500. Who, really have that much money just sitting around?
Yeah.
I mean, you might, but the gamble is it going to pay off? Who's going to pay the big money? And when you have Walmart jumping into things and going, hey, $800 over here for an Xbox Series X, wow.
It's not that hard.
And the funny thing is when you buy your $800 Xbox, you're not going to get Halo. So we'll try to circle back as best we can.
Here's what really gets me about that. I'm usually an early adopter. Okay, I've had a brand new Xbox system in day one since 360. Because I bought my original Xbox not day one, but it was a month or two afterwards. I love it. I hate the fact that they never celebrate early adopters, and they give people down the line the most amazing deals. Get this game, this extra game, this console for half the price of what early adopters had to pay.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly watching the game industry do this. They just kind of forget people who supported you from the beginning to try to get the new people in. And I know it's a business model, but throw some of these people who have been loyal and supporting you just to support you something.
Well, it
drives me crazy.
They've been throwing you fun all this time, haven't they?
They have been, but they give people in the future to try to get them to buy the system much better deals, colored consoles and themed consoles. That stuff is awesome. I absolutely love it. And they're always doing that because they're trying to get people to buy into the system or make you buy extra ones. And I don't want to buy extra ones.
So
But
you,
say, hey, you know what?
in,
You
in
were
other
an early
words,
adopter.
what
Let's put you in a raffle to see if you can win one.
So what you want, let's say, a game manufacturer to make it so that you're eligible for an upgrade, like your cell phone plan.
Yeah, like even that would be worthwhile.
Mm.
But they don't do that. They're like,
I
you
mean,
bought it. We
it's
don't
out
need
there.
you anymore.
It's out there now. I mean, go ahead and start making up cell phone plans for game consoles. I think those might exist depending on where you try and buy
Xbox
them
has
from.
one. It's called the Xbox Anywhere.
Hey, there you go.
And you can like basically lease it and then upgrade as you go, which is it's kind of a convoluted plan. I get it.
Question. I'm trying to think inside my head when this
No.
whole console exclusivity thing died, as far as being packaged with your system. Did PlayStation 2 come with the bouncer and Dead or Alive 2? What did it come? It didn't come with anything, did
It
it?
didn't come with anything.
PlayStation 1 was literally, as far as I can remember and looking back, is the last console with a game attached to it being loosely those demos discs.
And I'm trying to think if what was it? Did Super Mario 64 come with the N64? I feel like we bought that one separate.
No, that was separate because I worked at
That
Toys R
was
Us for the launch of that.
That was
And
separate.
they included it in certain with certain packs as holiday things, but it wasn't a normal thing.
Yeah.
Well, then that must have been it then.
Yeah. It's by the way, Gavin, they don't. Why would they cater to early adopters? Those are their whales. They don't have to give them anything because they're the early adopters are the first ones to give them all their money. They're the first ones to go off and buy the cell phones that will allow them to work on the things. Those are the ones who will buy the expensive
I
audio
get it,
equipment.
but celebrate those people just a little bit. It's not asking
They
much
do.
to
They
just
tell you how
acknowledge and
great, they do. They tell you how great their financial quarter was that year.
don't try to get in an argument with me, Cassandra. You understand what I'm saying? It would be nice to have some sort of reward system or some sort of perk for being an early adopter that's always been there instead of giving everything to new players. Just try to draw them in.
Kind of, was it Sony or Microsoft that sort of kind of almost did that? When I think it was Sony, when they asked you could pre-order the PS5, but you had to prove that you were loyal to them.
I saw that.
Huh.
It was the early adopters pre-orders were for stuff like that. And that's fine. I get that. I 100% get that because you guys have been there for day one in the past. That's a good step to me.
But you remember the stink that was raised by that?
I get it, but you know what? At least they did something for the people who've been there day one for them every single console generation. Those people who've been diehard fans.
Yeah,
You know,
if you can prove it, awesome.
Yeah, at least they tried to do something to celebrate those people. You know, like it'd be fun if Xbox was like, you know what, you've been pretty much on Xbox Live since it launched. Here's a shirt, like the way freaking Warcraft does for their longtime hardcore players.
Yeah,
Something instead of, oh, you know what, here's this badass looking console that comes in this shiny purple with a game that's half the price of what you just paid for this new system when we launched it. But oh well, you know, like.
Yeah, the early adopters are beta testers. You are paid beta testers.
We're not paid.
Yeah,
they're not paid.
You
paying.
No, you're not paid. You are paid. You are paying to be beta testers.
I heard paid at first too, but I
did
understood.
Too. And
we
so
knew
with
what you
that,
meant.
we're out of time for today's show. Let us know what you thought about console games that you loved that were launched and packed in fun like that. Let us know in the comments. And thank you guys for being on the show with me this week. I'm sorry that
we actually talk about that.
That's Shyleek. Yeah, we talked about packed in games and we talked about exclusive games.
We went off on how they never happen anymore.
Well, okay, fine. That's what we did. But anyways, we will answer that as the question of the week. That's what we'll do. So Shyleek should be back with us next week. I don't know what happened to him. Like I said, somebody hit him.
Fingers crossed they're okay. Yeah.
No, they're in their house. He probably got, sidetracked in playing Madden or something because that's what he does.
Only that 1 year Madden, not any other Madden.
Yeah. All right. So we'll be back with you guys next week. Same time, 7 o'clock, all week during the 2021 fall season. We hope you guys have been enjoying seeing us more every day and laughing with us. I know we've already had some steady viewers commenting and having fun with us. Keep it up. Like,
Appreciate-
subscribe, share, do everything.
Appreciate that.
We
Thank
do
you.
appreciate everyone that watches the show.
Thank
And don't
you for
forget,
being
you
our
can
early
catch-
adopter.
Yeah, you can catch Red Web at 3 o'clock live, and we have some other live shows throughout the week. So just head over to Kaiju Live's Media, see our schedule, have some fun with us. We do have more things in the pipeline. Once I, get this whole season settled down, it's a lot of work. Social media is a lot of work, y'all. So with that, we're done.
You know very well it's more entertaining to talk shit to your face, so we can get your reaction.
Bring it, bitch. Bring it. I know how to fight back dirty.
You failed at it at all points.
When have I ever failed at this shit with you, Pocky?
You just did.
Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention. I said I only pay half attention.
I feel so bad for Phil.
Why? You should. He gets the most random shit that comes out of my mouth.
He's just chilling out, Oh, I'm just hanging out and watching the show. Bitch, what'd you say? What'd you say about me?
No. It's more like we're sitting there,
I said
and I look at him and I say, "Do you think fish vaginas smell like humans?" Like, I just say the most random stuff.
Why
and-
would you ask Phil, who is
Because-
phobic, about both human and fish vaginas?
To be fair, okay, when I'm not being engaged, my mind will think of the most random shit, and I just say it.
Yes.
Like mosquito ghosts. When mosquitoes die, they become mosquito ghosts and bite other ghosts. Like, I have the most random shit come out of my mouth, and that's what you need to feel bad for Phil on, because I literally make his head explode sometimes.